this video, I'm going to make a miniature 1958 Gibson Explorer. Here's some of the techniques we're going to use. Let's start with a stick. I'm using this stick and some screws as a test, and that way I can find out if real wire strings will work. Yep, that works. I retraced the pattern drawing inside of Photoshop to get the correct proportions for the guitar. I'm using this thread to triple check that everything aligns correctly. There needs to be enough wood to encompass the headstock angle. I'll use a router to get the rest of the guitar at the correct depth. This is going to be the guitar neck, and I'm just using a hand saw to cut off the excess wood. To ensure that I'm getting a uniform depth on the neck, I'm using a little depth gauge that I created. I'm using polystyrene to create some of the hardware parts for the guitar. In order to get these parts as smooth as possible, I'm going to dip them in melted sculpting wax. It comes out very smooth, but we have to make a mold for it now. I'm using some lightweight spackling to create the dot markers on the fretboard. Now I'm using a bit of UV resin to protect the inlays and to deepen the finish. This is some epoxy, and I'm applying it to the edge of a piece of cardstock. This helps me apply it directly into the channel. Then I can lay in a little bit of wire and glue it in. Using some more UV resin to fill my molds. This is going to be the hardware and some of the pickups. The way that I like to apply shellac is to place it on a lint-free cloth and wipe it once per coat without stopping. Shellac dries very quickly, and this will keep the finish smooth. I'm placing a dowel into my drill, and then I clamp the trigger into the on position. Now I have a mini lathe, and this is going to help me create the knobs for the guitar. Dipped it in wax, make a mold. This thing won't win any beauty contest, but it helps me to hold the knobs. I created some graphics and printed them on waterslide decal paper. A little more UV resin to protect it. So what did I learn? What could I do better? Well, a lot. This whole project was about patience and experimentation, and this is all a result of that trial and error. But it really was more about the process of making little guitars than just making one little guitar. And all of these test pieces really helped. Plus, having a couple of extra necks and bodies was invaluable. Now, not everything came out in the way that I had hoped, especially the tuning pegs and the finish on the guitar and headstock. But you know what? This was my first miniature guitar, so at some point you just have to say, it's good enough. However, I'm gonna keep refining these techniques, and then I'll take a crack at making another guitar. Maybe a Flying V.